And Dix was telling me about you, Michael. But do you want to maybe just share a little bit about yourself, and then we can talk about who we are and what we have to do?
Yes. So my background is oh God. so started off exercise physiology and nutrition. Was going to get my PhD in that. Then decided I was going to go into medicine. So specialized in upper extremity and peripheral nerve surgery, and did another fellowship in regenerative medicine. But I've been involved with the Anti-Aging Society. Always incorporated metabolic health concepts. It's very frustrating in the medical field. There's just a lack of knowledge and lifestyle intervention and nutrition strategies for overall health. And I was going to transition to what I was doing anyways, which is I developed a nerve support supplement, but I was developing the consultation platforms, and I wanted to transition anyways. Then I had a retina detachment. I had two of them that required surgery, so that kind of sped up the process. So it's actually a blessing because I was kind of sick and tired of dealing with insurance companies the way it was structured, and it was cool to be able to help those nerve patients with underlying metabolic health issues. But I like the trajectory of the whole body concept of just not sticking with just nerve related pathology. So that's kind of like my overall background is really the focus on underlying root causes, metabolic health issues. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's so impressive. Thank you for being on today.
Yeah, sure.
I think we can learn a lot from you, and we can like learn a lot together, right?
That's the
Um,
goal. I
thank you.
always want to learn. Every day is a opportunity to learn. If I'm not learning something every day, that was a wasted day.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for being on and connecting. Um, if you had a magic, call it a magic wand, if you had, I don't know what your beliefs are, but if you had like the perfect day, what would your day look like?
Well, like I said before, the goal is every day to improve physically and mentally. So I work out 6 days a week. I'm very big on overall cognitive improvement, communications skills. I would say over the past year, learned a lot about how to process information in a different way, not letting things get to me, not letting things stress out. So the perfect day would be just that to improve physically, but then mentally, not only improving my knowledge base, but also fine tuning that concept of decreasing stress and ability of just process. And when I say processing information, I'm not just talking about data, I'm talking about people, I'm talking communication in general, and just fine tuning that every single day. Yeah.
It's so interesting you said that because I feel like Dix and I have been working together. We've known each other for, I'm Jessica, obviously. I live in Kansas City. Dix and I have been working together. We've known each other for over 10 years.
Mhm.
That's crazy to say. It's almost been 10. And my daughter's 9.5. So I can almost like base it on her age because I know it was like before kids kind of thing. So I have an 8-year old, and then my daughter's almost 10 in August. So it's kind of like how I base my memory of my life.
Right.
um, so yes, I was in financial services for 16 years. Did not, I mean, I would go to the doctor more on a, you know, reactive basis. And then in 2014-ish, July 9th, 2014, I switched over to maybe I should start looking at things in more of a holistic way. And so I had a friend of mine who um, started just introducing me to things she was learning. And so as I started doing that, I started learning more. And like you said, everyday learning, right?
Mhm.
So each day is a new day. Each day I'm learning more. I have the opportunity to not only just myself, but then impact people too based on building teams. And so that's what I do. I have a book, I have a podcast, all those things are great, but like more importantly for me is impact. More importantly for me, I heard something the other day that was like, leave the world better than you found it, right? So that's my plan to, like you said, that physical, mental, emotional health, spiritual health, like all of that is like what I want to do. Like, I don't want to be reacting. I want to be proactively, when things come at me or when life comes at me or situations, building that and helping others. So I start in my own household with my husband and my kids and myself, and then I go out into the world every day. So that's kind of, I do things both in person and online. That's just who I've been, with having COVID, before COVID, kids, all that. Like it just has helped me. Social media has been a great tool for me. I don't only talk on social media. I don't only use social media, but it's been a great avenue for me. And then Dix and I literally met in person, over 10 years ago. So it's, a combination for me. Whether it's events, our team had an event at Cleveland Chiropractic here in Kansas City. What state are you in?
I'm in Arizona, but I grew up in Chicago, so I'm used to the Midwest. So you must be okay if you're from the Midwest.
Funny you say that, because I'm like, yeah, I grew up in Missouri. I live in Kansas now. And I'm like, can I get to the beach anytime soon? I don't like the winters in Kansas City. I'm like ready to be a snowbird at 44. So I'm like, can I just get to the beach in the winter? That'd be great.
Right.
It's hot no matter where you're at, I feel like right now. So yeah. So anyway, I'll share my screen. We'll kind of go into what we have. You can decide for yourself after you hear the information or after we send you some follow-up information if it's for you, if it's not for you. But it sounds like based on what you've already told us, there may be some things that you may really resonate with. Jude is listening. I appreciate Jude being on. We are in 14 countries right now. We're available in those 14 countries. We are not yet in Africa. My neighbors are just actually heading to Africa right now. They just slept on a plane probably about 2:30 today. They'll be leaving. So I hope one day we are there. Currently we are not. So you can continue to listen, Jude, and just, know what we have going on in this part of the world. And maybe some people in, one of the places that we are in. I think it's just never, conversations, you never know where they could lead, or connections where they may lead you down the road. Right. So yes.
Yes.
Thank you for being on. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second here. So as I mentioned, I have a book and I have a podcast. So I started my own LLC a few years. I don't even remember what year it was now. It's been quite a few years. I was in corporate America for 16 years. My daughter Madison was about 4 months old, December 12th, 2016. And someone else decided for me that I was no longer going to be there. But it was a big blessing. That door opened into me doing, working with, my team, the impact I was making on a full-time scale, really is what happened. This is my husband and I, our 2 daughters, Madison and Paisley. This is an older family picture. They're more like this age here. This was this last Christmas. This is just a picture of January, our company launched. You're talking about metabolic health, Michael. So metabolic health, we have a solution for that, and I'll share what that looks like. It's already impacted me personally with hot flashes. I used to have them starting in August. As soon as I started taking that in January, what a difference that's made. Night sweats gone away. Unwanted belly fat, unwanted things, cravings, you name it. Like it's mental health, cognitive function, clarity, better sleep. There's so many things that's already impacted for me and for others too. So there's more to come on that. This is Daniel Piku, our CEO. So our company name is 3, like the number 3 International. Our company had $100 million in sales our first 16 months and went debt free. So we can send you a link to the company website and all that you can check out later. Dr. Dan is our chief scientist. You might really like him, Michael. Maybe you've even heard of him.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he has a million followers on social media. He's got a top 50 podcast. He was in the pharmaceutical world and then was looking at an AIDS cure. And as he was looking at that AIDS cure, he started realizing that, oh yeah, like we have foods that can help that. And we have all this, like you said, metabolic health things and supplements. And so he started organic chemistry as a PhD from Caltech. He has 16 patents granted or pending, formulated over 70 nutritional supplements. So he has a delivery technology for absorption through liposomal adjuvants, all different kinds, micelles, all different kinds of 12 to 14 different types of science-backed things, right? Technologies. We're in 14 countries, like I mentioned. We are in the PDR, if you know what that is. Like when you look at your prescriptions and all of that, writing scripts, then you got, these supplements that are actually in there. We're one of the very few companies with nutraceuticals. We're not white labeled, FDA compliant, all of those third-party tested, quality controlled, all that. So you can read up on that if you like. Sounds like you like some science. You can hear some Dr. Dan stuff. I'm not a scientist. I have a finance degree. I just surround myself with a lot of really smart, medical people, really. So we have studies. This is our scientific advisory board team. This might even be something you might be interested in. This group of doctors all have different passions. And you've mentioned nerve things. So maybe that could be Dr. Sabo's been emergency room. They all have different specialties, right? So Dr. Jessica Bordon, she's in Texas. She's a podiatrist, probably one of the most holistic people I know, besides my friend Shannon, who's a regenerative health practitioner. So this is our product. We call it GLP-3 because our company name is 3, not to be confused with a medication GLP-3 or a peptide GLP-3. In the medical world, this is all drops, not an injection. It's MBC267 is our natural peptide. You can look it up. There's science behind it. There's patent pending on that. We talked about food cravings. We talked about lean muscle. Like I've never looked stronger. And as a mom, and I work out every day or I walk every day, to get exercise in some form every day. This is coming from Norwegian salmon, mushrooms, ginseng, saffron, and hops. Cute hair paisley. I like it.
So regarding that, because I've had a lot of companies approach me,
Sure.
regarding that, I would think if I was on the advisory board, I would crank out some clinical studies immediately. Have there been any studies with that?
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
So,
You
okay.
we can get you all those links.
Okay, cool.
You can
Yeah.
do all your deep dive
Yeah.
stuff, it sounds like you're pretty analytical, so you can do your deep dive and due diligence on that.
Yeah. Thanks. That'd
And
be
then
great.
it
Yeah.
might even be something that later down the road, because I have a personal relationship with Dr. Dan. Like I've hung out with, like we went to Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. He was at an event there. We went to hear him speak. My kids sat on the front row, like he was getting ideas from them. It was really fun. So he's like Bill Nye the Science Guy / literally like he's been wanting to do science since he was a kid and when he saw his grandpa, right?
Yeah.
So he's really cool. He's really personable, really knowledgeable, just really, really good person.
Great.
Vitality is our vitamin pack. So imagine going to the grocery store and buying $200 to $300 worth of fruits and vegetables. If you could even get the herbs and all the things there, right? Because not always is it available. Dr. Dan goes all over the world. We even have some land in Thailand as well. So things that have, probably not even been discovered yet. Eternal is our glutathione, CoQ10, resveratrol, you name it, mangosteen, goji, all the amazing things in one powerful package. So I can send you all the ingredients. You'll get all those. You don't have to memorize all this.
With the dose, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can send all of
it.
Yeah, we can send all that to you. And then Collagen is a collagen product. So it's a 10-day cycle. Instead of like just coming in and pumping the body with collagen and then your body's like, hey, I actually want to produce that collagen. I just need to restart. We helped restart that in just a 10-day cycle. So
I assume that has vitamin C in it too.
We do have, I'd have to look. I know
Well,
we have
the reason I say that is I've already done some blogs on this. It's fascinating. Collagen, I did a deep dive into collagen. The collagen research is very good. Unfortunately, you have to have vitamin C because people think that you take collagen and it turns into collagen. No, it's broken up into peptides, it's reformed, and the reformation process needs vitamin C. So that's why it cracks me up if somebody talks about collagen without vitamin C, they probably don't have
Mhm.
an understanding of it. That's
Mhm.
it's like a little thing you start picking up on. Yeah. I
Yeah.
assume you probably already have it in there packaged
Yes,
or at least
there is. There's
recommend it. Yeah.
vitamin C, marine collagen, pomegranate juice, keratin, biotin, hyaluronic acid, and then, like I said, vitamin C.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah, so you can do a deep dive with all of that. Hydrolyzed, micronized, all of that stuff, because those collagen particles are just very large. So Dr. Dan is
Yeah.
wanting to make sure it gets absorbed in the body, right? And then you have Revive, inflammation and joint support. Oh wow. My really good friend Kelly came over to my house the other day. We've known each other, like Dix and I, for probably 10 plus years, maybe 15 with Kelly. And she just had nerve surgery on her spine. Spine surgery, like big surgery. She got hurt at work.
Mhm.
She's been on pharmaceuticals for the pain, for the inflammation. Like she came to an event, Dix and I and Shannon had a regenerative health practitioner here locally in Kansas City, and she's falling asleep while she's listening because all this pain medicine, all the pharmaceuticals are making her fall asleep, right? And so she's excited about this. She already got started on it. She's already seeing differences. She also started on the GLP product for inflammation as well. So Revive has, you can look at the ingredients as well, turmeric, boswellia, all the things for inflammation. I've experienced, spraining my ankle. Normally I'd wear a boot for like a week. I wore a boot for a day because I literally recovered so fast. I had like a small gout flare up and I literally had same thing. Over like I took 9 of these therapeutic dose because I'm like, I gotta kick this quick and I gotta go to sleep. It's so painful. I woke up the next morning, it was like nothing ever happened. I could barely walk on my foot. So it's powerful. If I have a headache, I take this. If I have cramps, I take this. Like whatever I have pain wise, I take it. I don't use naproxen. I don't use anything like that. Immune, vitamins A, C, D, and E, quercetin, nano silver, zinc, elderberry, all in one capsule. It says 12 and up. I give this to my kids because guess what? I've had in my household since 2020, this in my pantry, all the things, all the things since 2020. And this I give my kids every single time. It's kept us from emergency rooms and doctor's offices. When we didn't have it one time at grandma's, we were in the emergency room. So I'm a big believer in that. That Eternal too. They take that too. They'll even freeze it like a popsicle. Purify, toxins. So the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat. You all know this. Gets rid of, we get rid of those toxins, detoxify. So there's stinging nettle and a bunch of apple pectin, a bunch of amazing things for detoxifying without being harsh on the body. So you can look up all that stuff. You can read all about all that stuff. You can hear Dr. Dan talk about it. We can send you clinical studies on all of it. We have an absorption study as well. And on that, we have epigenetic study on them. You'll be really impressed. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Then the Visage is the very first ever neurocosmetic of its kind. So thinking about plants, plant-based, something I use on my skin, I used it right before I got on this call. If my kids want to use skincare of any sort, this would what I'd be recommending to them. I wouldn't be going to Ulta and buying anything there, to be honest. So you think about feel good, look good, all of that, but cleansing your skin, very important. Your number one organ, right? Kinetic, we have a new flavor, Berry Blast. So imagine all the energy drinks, all the coffees, all the hydration, Gatorades, all that, but and sodas, taking all that away out of your pantry, out of your families and friends and all the people that you know and care about, and giving them something that's better. So there's no sugar, taurine, no aspartame, green tea based. That's where the caffeine's coming from. You've got all plants as well. So we can send you that ingredient list. It's helped me with energy, focus, clarity. I play volleyball, so I use this as my secret sauce. I volleyball tonight, actually. I can drink this. I'll have high anxiety, like heart palpitations, if I drink coffee, especially if it's got 56 grams of sugar in it from Starbucks. and then go try to play volleyball. I'm about to croak on the volleyball court. So this keeps me hydrated and helps with all the other things. I also use it in the morning first thing as like a pre-workout. Okay, so who are we? What do we do? These are the types of people that are attracted to our company, medical professionals like yourself, but then everyday average people as well. So we're very, very much a wellness company. And then the market, like $9 trillion. People are just needing help. They just need guidance. They don't know where to go. They're just Googling things. Got Dr. Ozette, who's not a PhD or not an MD, trying to figure out what to do for their health, right? So we have, a platform that, we have 1099. So we're all independent entrepreneurs, just like a doctor would be, right? You're independent entrepreneurial. I have doctors who, instead of offering their patients now, medications for GLP, pharmaceuticals, trizepatide, and all the things with OB, they're not offering this to their patients. So I have a clinic in Cincinnati that joined us. His front office person is taking care of all the stuff for him. He's just the connector, right? He's talking to them. Carly's helping them get started. So he can get retail commissions. Same thing. You just direct them to the website. They buy from the website or the QR code. And then say, for instance, you're like, hey, I know Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz also wants to introduce it. Then Dr. Oz, you would get an introduction bonus for introducing Dr. Oz, who also is a brand ambassador or brand representative, whatever you want to call it, affiliate.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I did a seminar with him.
Oh,
but it's been
no, he's not. I'm just saying, maybe you know him.
Yeah, I've actually done a seminar with. He came to my office and we did a whole seminar about 7 years ago.
I
yeah,
just
it was interesting. It was cool.
And you're like,
okay, all right.
Well, hey,
Okay.
Perfect. There you go, Dr. Oz.
All right.
Right? It was an example, but hey, you already know him. So perfect. There you go. Recruit him on your team. Team commission. So literally Dr. Oz, how many people does Dr. Oz know? Millions. So you would have team commission from introducing Dr. Oz and his people to this company. It just takes a connection. It just takes, someone knowing about it, right? You also get a matching bonus, 100. So say, for instance, a doctor, we have a chiropractor here in Kansas City, Dr. Rick Fulton. He's amazing. He's been in commercials with Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's very personable, very charismatic. He just loves helping people, but he doesn't get paid enough as a chiropractor. Like, it does not give him time freedom. So he introduces his patients to this, but he also introduces other business professionals. So say he makes $100,000 in 3 or $1 million in 3, 30% matching bonus for, say, the chiropractor he introduces to 3. So 30,000, that's 30,000, and just leadership matching. So I build a team. I help people. I help, everyday average people feel better, but I also help businesses, doctors leverage their time and make a bigger impact, because a chiropractor or a doctor can only see so many patients a day. They're limited. So from the impact perspective, you can impact more people this way than you can just seeing one person one-on-one every single day. I could have a Zoom like this with 600 people and impact 600 lives at one time in 30 minutes. So this is GLP-3, what it kind of looks like. We had a 4th of July sale, so it was like individual products are 20% off, but today that ends. So typically it's $200 for 3 bottles. That's like a month's supply. Daniel's actually thinking about making that 4 bottles a day because he knows people are taking it a couple times a day, especially if they have a significant, inflammation or significant things to work through. I've heard anything from food cravings, alcohol cravings. People are just craving all kinds of things now, right? This is the 1 month supply. This is like the 3 month supply, 5 month supply. Like Dr. Clint, he has a practice, a lot of patients on the injections. So he got started with 6 of these 15 packs because he literally is like switching all of his patients over. So Carmi, who introduced him, right? Imagine 150 times 6, not like going to help you retire today, but for her as a single mom, right? That made an impact for her. So, you know, some people are for like the quick cash, and then some people are like the long-term game. I'm more of a long-term game person. Like I'm the veteran who's like 12 years, you know, Adrian, you know, she's been in the industry for even longer. She introduced me to 3 and to Daniel. So these are some different packs people put together. We have team bonuses. So say, for instance, you get started with Dix and we help you be a professional cycler, basically. Have you ever done any type of network marketing, direct sales?
Yeah, I've already been approached by several companies.
Yeah.
A lot of times turned off because the science was lacking. Just full
Mm-hmm.
transparency, I'm approached
Yeah.
all the time. I'm used to these presentations.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably would want to look at the products before I dug in too much.
Yeah.
A lot of it's the same concepts. I'm
Yeah.
very familiar with the marketing. Nothing, I'm not opposed to that model, but I have to be able to put my name behind it.
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise, I'm no go.
Yeah. And I'm it's
So,
like, I
yeah,
do not, I'm not like, it's funny because I'm like, I could never sell a Lexus if I didn't drive a Lexus.
yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
biggest proponent of, I have to believe in something. If I don't believe in it,
Right.
I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm not even going to
Yeah,
talk
so
about it.
I'd rather start from that aspect and
Yeah.
see
Science.
what's
Yeah.
involved before I even
Yeah.
contemplate the whole structure
So
of
let's get you
payouts.
some really good science stuff,
Yeah,
product information, and
yeah,
then we can just start
that'd be
answering the
great.
questions from there. And if we need,
Yeah,
yeah, like we've got, you know, I'm trying to think like on the scientific advisory board, like I pretty much know most of those people. Like just trying to match you up with somebody that you know, like you speak the same language as, or if you need to talk to Dr. Dan, like I know
so
he is.
what I like to do is
Yeah,
whatever information you have, I could look at the ingredients. Obviously, if there's clinical studies, look at those. And then based on that, if I have questions, I could
yeah,
reach out to you and you
yeah,
could point me in the right direction.
absolutely.
Because once that's situated and I'm thinking, okay, great, great product, then I'm more interested in learning more about
Yeah.
the business concepts. Yeah.
Also, too, Dix, you probably heard this morning. Did you hear Adrian say that Dr. Dan's going to be speaking on an event this week?
I
We'll send
don't
you that
remember her
information,
saying that,
Michael.
but
Yeah,
it might
Michael, we'll
be.
send you that information. So you
Okay.
can take a look at that. If you have the time. Like I know sometimes it's
Yeah.
just schedules and different timing on like what availability looks like, but that would be something that is happening, just happens to be this week. So Dr.
Okay.
Dan's been traveling. He's been in Asia. We released the GLP product in America, and then he went to Asia and did like a whole road tour in Asia. And so he's just getting back
Right.
from that. And
Okay.
so yeah, we'll get you some science stuff. Dix, do you have his cell phone number, or do we need to get that real quick? Here, I'll type mine in this chat too.
Right.
Yeah. Mine. I'm always here to help answer questions. And Dix and I can do like a group chat with you and like you, Michael, so that you can
Okay.
get your questions answered, whether it's Dix or I. We can help tag team that for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I just
perfect.
put mine in. So
Awesome, Michael. Oh my goodness. Like I love talking with you today. And you are, wow. Talk about somebody who's got the knowledge, right? And working on improving
yeah, it's
yourself.
funny you say the podcast because I've done a few and I have a few more podcasts scheduled. I'm actually doing a lot more of those. We even did a health show at my office before, so I'm used to that. Those are fun. Those are actually a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd look forward to learning more. That's like the next step. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Learn more.
you have
Always
yeah,
learn. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. And if you
Okay.
are like, you see something we need or something else we need to send to you, you talked,
Okay.
pretty deep dives there. So we can make sure we get as deep as you want to get.
Perfect.
Okay, Michael.
All right.
Have a great day.
That sounds great.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet
Great to
you.
meet
All
you.
right. Thank you. You
Take
too.
care.
Thanks. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
talk
Bye.
soon. All right, Jude, thank you so much for being on today. Have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you too for having me.
Yeah.
I just have some questions because
Yeah.
it's a medical stuff. I'm not. I, I don't know. Maybe that I'm in Africa now. How can I see the product and maybe, for example, as you are saying, marketing it? How can I see it to market it? Because will you send me the link of so that I can know what to
Yes, I will
start
send you the
check
link.
on?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. And then also to Jude, I'll send you the countries that we are in case you have any friends in those countries. Okay.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay.
Have a great day. Be
That would be
blessed.
great. And you
Okay.
too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Dix.
Hey,
Hey, hey. Perfect.
so just I want to